Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to be doing a review of this here North American Arms mini revolver chambered in 22 LR. It is, for some people, a everyday carry. And we're going to be doing a review for it because I've carried it for this past week, and I want to let y'all know my thoughts on whether or not you should carry it, or if it's viable. So without any further ado, let's get into it. Let's start with the pros and cons. How am I going to segue into this? How do I do transitions? Pro number one, it has been the most comfortable carrying experience I've had. It doesn't take up any space whatsoever. You can put this anywhere. You get you a pocket holster, get you a necklace, get you a belt buckle. You can put this literally anywhere, and it's almost undetectable. Sure, you might be printing somewhere if you put it in one of your pockets. I carried it in my left breast pocket, and all it just looks like I got a pocket full of change or something. Not really worrying about printing since it's so small. But a con of that is just practicing trying to draw it. If it's in your pocket constantly, depending on what pocket you put it in, you got it in your hoodie pocket, for instance, you just have your hand on it the entire time, but going in and to draw for it, you got to kind of fish for it and get your proper index on it, all while you're just fiddling in your pocket. Or if you, let me see if I can fix this, or if you got it in your pants pocket, you got to get in there as fast as you can and hopefully not dig around and get it tangled up in your keys or whatever else you keep in whichever pocket. Like this side for me is always keys, this side's typically phone. Hello kitty cat. Hi, you're on the oh, there you are. But either way, I wouldn't necessarily keep it for a pocket holster or draw it that kind of way. Another pro it has is the ammo for it. I've had this box of Remington 22 LR for some round about 20 years or so, and I'm not even close to getting halfway through with it, with all the shooting I used to do. And the ammo's cheap. You can get 1,000 rounds of that 22 LR for the same price of a couple hundred rounds of 9mm. Another con, though, is just the size of the round. This is a 9mm hollow point. This is a 22 LR hollow point. And just look at the difference between the two of them. The 22 LR is just a little bit shorter than the 9mm, but the main difference in size comes from, if I can find the camera right, is right there in the mass. Hello, Sandy. You're messing with the camera stuff here, Sandy. Another pro, it's a revolver. Revolvers are known for their reliability, and you can't jam up a revolver. Con, though, it only has 5 rounds for a revolver, and with it being 22, you got to make every shot count. And that's about really it that I can think of for pros for it. The rest we'll talk about after I show you the clip of me shooting it, and we'll talk more about some of the cons. For all of our shooting, we're going to be doing our shooting at Fitz Indoor Range here in Slidell, Louisiana. So let's see how it goes. I was aiming center mass, but being a mini revolver and it being so small, everything was hitting kind of low. I was able to hit a twofer, and I think right here, but all my shots blow into the abdomen, so definitely not something to shoot out 7 yards. Much more of a close range firearm. And reloading is a bit time consuming, so I definitely wouldn't want to use it. Want the need to reload in a self-defense situation. So let's give it another 5 shots and see how it does. We're at half cock. And we're in. Say goodbye. Oh no. Back out again at about 7 yards. Let's see if I can adjust for this Kentucky windage. So a little bit better here this second time around. But adjusting for Kentucky windage is something that I'm not quite happy with for a self-defense firearm. Definitely something that you need close quarters, last resort type of thing. So if you noticed a bit in that clip of me shooting it, around every other shot, if I didn't have the index proper on it, it did like to kick up. With it being so small, it didn't quite do it that violently, but it was a bit of an adjustment, and me trying to index and aim it was god awful. I can show you here, it is unloaded. I can show you here that that front sight aperture kind of goes in line with the end of the hammer, and that just made it difficult to aim properly, for me at least. And the only something else I forgot to mention earlier, it does have a safety on it, but that safety is carrying it in the half cock position, which I don't really care for, but it's better than no safety at all. But between me having trouble indexing it with such a small handle and everything, and it just being small in general, it not having the mass to kind of help stabilize it with the recoil, because I'm holding on to it and it just goes every time. It just didn't really, I definitely couldn't aim it well. I'm a terrible shot, but I still couldn't quite aim it right. I'm just happy that I was still able to maintain most of my shots in the lower body, which again isn't ideal in a self-defense situation. At 7 yards, it's about the distance that I'm told you want to keep people if you shoot them. It's 21 yards, or not 21 yards, 7 yards, 21 feet. That round, yeah, that's 21 feet. The cat made a couple repeated mad dashes across my desk. I lost my train of thought. The train leave me going choo choo. That's about all really I can think to say about this little thing. I can see why people would carry it every day, but it's just not wouldn't be my go-to. It's still nice to have though. I do like it, and it's a fine addition to the collection. Just won't be on display. But y'all stay safe out there and carry what you like. Do your research, try it out, and y'all stay safe out there.